Hi, I'm Don Singletary, and welcome to the channel. Today, I'm going to be trading a scaled up trade. Now, one of the things that makes the Micro E-minis affordable, and we talk about this all the time here on the channel, is their low point price. Like today, I'll be trading the NASDAQ100 Micro E-mini. It trades, each futures contract trades at $2 per point. And today I'm going to trade 4 of them at one time, so 4 times 2 is 8. It'll be $8 per point. It's a very short trade, and it's kind of a mini lesson in trade selection too. Also today I want to talk to you about the math of losing money. It's one of those things, you already know it. I just want to dust it off and bring it to the front so that you're mindful of it. We'll have all that and more coming up right now. This is a very strong principle that should cause us to pause and give thought before we enter each and every trade. If you have $1 and you lose 50 cents, you have to make a 100% gain just to get back to where you were. Lose 75%, you have to make a 400% gain. As I say often in the videos, it's the trades you don't make that will make you money. Trade selection is extremely important. And I'll show you more in today's featured trade coming up right now. This is the channel that makes day trading affordable. By the time this counter gets down to 0, I will have made $86 in a live trade, and it hasn't even begun yet, and I'll show you every second of that trade. 2 years ago, when I wrote this book, I never imagined that thousands of people would purchase it and learn how to day trade the Micro E-minis with it. I was very excited about these new affordable contracts, so I wrote the book immediately when I heard they were going to be released by the Chicago Merc Exchange. As I wrote the book, I started out to make an easy primer for people who've never traded futures before to learn to day trade these affordable Micro E-minis. The book now has over 200 5-star reviews, and I'm really humbled by that and appreciate the support. The book supports the free videos here on the channel. You can see the table of contents by going to the book link below this video and the text down there and going to the Amazon page to look inside. I think you'll like what you find. At least, I hope so. Thank you. Now, this trade initiated the 15th of July, 2021. The market opened at 9:30 and went down for 2.5 hours. And so I decided I would sell 4 of the NASDAQ100 Micro E-minis. In the white rectangle up top, you see I'm short at a price of $14,789 3/4. Next, the stop I put in initially with this bracket order was up at $14,795. At 5.25 points away, I'm risking a maximum of $42 on the trade. And you can see my initial target price was $14,760. I had a maximum drawdown of only $10 initially in the trade. As you can see now, after only a few seconds in the trade, I'm already up over $35. And if you've watched the channel enough, you know the next thing I'm trying to do is reduce the risk on this trade. I get to pull out my Tastyworks mouse and pull my stop $14,795 all the way down to even money, $14,789 3/4. And that's what I like to call a free trade, not because anything's free really, but now I can't lose any money out of my account. So mentally, to me, it's a free trade. That takes the stress off during the trade, which is really important. With the stress off, you can make more rational decisions. You know the saying, the scared money never wins in a poker hand. Well, it's very true of trading, and when you have nothing to lose on a trade, no big amount of money, your brain makes much more functional, rational, calm decisions. And that's a very important thing to trading. So every time you get to take some of the risk out of a trade, you jump for that opportunity. Trading $14,786 there for a moment, and I'm waiting to see what happens next. And I get a break. We start trading at $14,782, $781 down there. So I've got another chance to get in there and pull that click and drag mouse and bring that stop down once again to lock in some profits. And this time I managed to get my stop down at $14,785. Now down at 14,785, I'm trading 779 now. I have a lot of unrealized gain in this trade, and I have about $94 unrealized gain in the trade, so I'm going to get my Tastyworks click and drag mouse out again and pull that stop order with the left mouse button from 14,782, and I'm going to go for a very close price to where it's trading, 14,778 3/4. And I'm trading 14,776 3/4 right now. Okay, stopped out. Now let's count the money. Trade duration was just a little over 3 minutes. Profit $86. Not shabby. Maximum drawdown at the beginning of the trade, only the first few seconds, was about $10. So that was really good. And when you see that happen in your own trades, that means it's a good sign of trade selection. And the maximum unrealized gain was $96. Now captured 89.5% of that. And I attribute that to the fact that I kept my, once I had a large unrealized gain there, I wanted to protect it, and that required me keeping my stop market order very, very close to the trading price. Now, when you do that, you run the risk of getting out of a trade too soon and missing on more profits to come. But sometimes you have to draw the line. This is one of those cases, as I say all the time. You have to make trading decisions before you have the perfect information to make a perfect trade. And the sooner you realize that when you're trading, the more okay you get with the idea. I need to expand a little on this concept. Life is full of decisions where you can't make the perfect decision. That is, you can't make decisions with a guaranteed result. Buying a home, moving to a new location, getting married, taking a job, all these things require us to make decisions before we can be guaranteed of some perfect outcome. There's an old adage that says if you're not making any mistakes, you're not doing anything. It's very true. So the more you get used to this idea when you're trading, the more relaxed you're going to be that you don't have to make perfect decisions to make good money in trading. You just have to be able to make decisions at the right time, and that comes more often when you practice. If you want to see more videos like the one you've just seen today, hit the like button. I count the likes, and that helps me determine the subjects for future videos. Now I'm going to tell you about a risk-free way you can see if this type of trading is for you. And if you're new to the channel, welcome here. I hope you'll subscribe. We have 90+ free videos. Now, what you see on the screen now is a trade simulation program. It's given to you free by the Chicago Merc Exchange, and the link to it, you can be up and running in 5 minutes to practice and see if this type of trading might or might not work for you. But don't risk a penny until you find out. Look at the text below this video for trade simulation, and you'll get the free link, no credit card or anything required. In today's featured trade, I traded 4 of the NASDAQ100 Micro Eminis. Had I only traded 1, I wouldn't have made $86. I would have made $22.50. And my drawdown wouldn't have been $10, but only $2.50. Now, this is not typical of every trade. I'm just saying that on the channel here, the whole purpose of the channel with the 90+ videos is to get you started trading small, lower risk, much lower risk with these new Micro E-mini contracts. They're so popular, almost 900 million of these Micro E-minis have been traded since they came about in May of 2019. And I have 2 playlists. They're marked in the text below the video. There are 4 10-minute videos on each of the 2 playlists, and they're especially for beginners to get you started. Then you try the trade simulation program and see if this type of trading is for you. Thanks for joining today, and be sure and subscribe so you get notified of the new videos each week. I'm Don Singletary, and I hope every day is a payday for you. And thank you.